Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, I'm Starfox and welcome back to Polyworld Forever, the ultimate journey through Minecraft's earliest days. We're deep into pre-classic version rd-132328, building an entire world from scratch with just cobblestone. No biomes, no mobs, no tools, and no water. From pyramids and villages to monorails in the sky, this world is becoming something truly massive, even before Minecraft became Minecraft. We're getting close to the end of this version, so let's make these final days count before we step into the next stage of the game's evolution. Alright. Well, it looks like they want to climb up the pyramid there. Alright, so speaking of pyramids, we were going to finish this pyramid right here. See, what did I say about this being kind of a learning and discovering thing for me? That by being creative and having to try to, make things as I go, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm working with very little and I'm having to be creative about what I build and how I build it. And I think it's helping me, actually. Instead of trying to think about what material I should be using, I'm thinking about, okay, what can I do to make this interesting? I've only got cobblestone, what exactly can I do with it? Some real monster spawners. when the mobs are added into the game, this is going to be incredibly crazy. The top is a little bit different than what I was thinking. Well, no, it still has the point. It's this here on the very top. I guess maybe I should do... Maybe that was my problem. Maybe this looks better. Like that. Now let's take a look at it. Like something about the top... Yeah, that looks better. The top just was bothering me. I don't know why. Just was looking bad. Okay. Let's go back. Hey! And now that I have that wall built, I don't know if they're all going to stay here. They might all fall down that void hole that I created. Okay, how tall are we going to make this thing? It's gonna be annoying. So this is kind of like a walkway for now, but eventually I'm going to have a rail on here. I figure on these little pedestal thing here, I'll have lights, or I might have redstone torches. Now I know that's not part of this, but I'm, you know, of this world. It's all cobblestone. But I want to have just a little bit of creative license. You know, I want to keep things relatively faithful to the original, but I also want to make it accessible, you know, because if I can have a, you know, a rail going through here, that'd be kind of fun, because you can just ride the rail and you can see the town. I'll make a like a station over there that eventually will have like what is it, that hopper thing, or the sensor plate, so that way you'll stop when you reach it, or it'll push you out of the cart or whatever. And then there's another portal also. So yeah, I mean, this is basically my forever world. This is probably going to be more of my forever world than the other forever worlds. It's like, well, wait, how many forever worlds are you allowed to have? I guess you can have as many as you want, you know, as long as you're always going back to them. Then that's a forever world, right? But this is going to be the ultimate one, just because of it's going to be, it's a time capsule. I mean everything that we're building here it's a capsule back in time. It's a long ways to go. Long ways to go. Look at that, you can see the number 2 right there. That's where that was my second place that I spawned. So the first time I spawned, and not like every time I spawned in the world, but like during the first patch, I spawned over there, which is why I've got a 1 somewhere over there. And then when I went into the second version of Minecraft, that's the second spot right over there. You know what would be the coolest thing? Is making a rail all the way to the Nether. I don't think that'll ever be done, because gathering, not Nether, I'm sorry, the Farlands, gathering all the resources that you would need just to do that, I don't really see that happening. It'd be really cool though. I mean, imagine that. Imagine if you could ride on a rail and go to the Farlands. You know, another thing that I can put up here, I was talking about the torches, right? I can actually put a sign saying, you know, here is such and such. You can have fun facts and stuff. Such as the date that I created it. And I mean the world, not like every single thing that you see here. That would be a little too much. Like, it could be... Like, I'd have to come up with a name for this town, city, or whatever. You know, like Origin, or... I don't know, if you got a good idea, let me know. But yeah, you know, it can say, yeah, established on such and such a day. I get some inspiration from Greenfield, too. The Greenfield city. And exploring that has been an amazing adventure. Cool if this went into town. You know, I could carve out the name of the town right over here too. That's not a bad idea. That's it for this episode of Polyworld Forever. If you're enjoying the pre-classic creativity, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the leap to the next version. We're just scratching the surface of what this time-traveling world will become. Until next time, keep building, keep dreaming, and have a killer awesome day.